Anyway, the place we're going to go and see today isn't even as big as ours. Apparently, it's full all the time.
Yours? You haven't even bought into it yet, Louise.
Well, yeah, I know, but I might.
You're getting more and more serious about this, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I mean, Matthew King has a brain like a cash register, and even
but
he
what
thinks
about the pub? Do you really think you can manage both and not damage the business here?
Well, I think so. I mean, I didn't want to talk about it in detail until I was sure I was interested, and I'm going to know that after today.
As long as we do talk.
Well, Diane, I wouldn't go ahead without consulting you first. You know that. And I promise you the pub will still be my first priority. I'll sort out my shifts. I'll get some cover. I can't help thinking this could be really good for us. You know, I could send the guests on for meals, drinks, all-inclusive packages, maybe.
You're beginning to sound like Bob.
Bob?
Here comes your fellow entrepreneur.
What's the matter?
I can't come. Mrs. George is ill and Dawn's got a job interview and, I'm stuck with TJ.
Take him with you.
Oh, no, it wouldn't be fair on the woman showing us round. To be honest, I don't think I could concentrate.
Damn.
I'll have him.
No, stop trying to be Superwoman.
What about the big S on my chest?
No.
Sorry.
Well, it can't be helped. I'll just go and tell Matthew that we have to cancel and we'll try and make it for another day.
Hey, come on, Trouble. Let's get you next door.
I'll be back in a minute.
Could you pull up just over on the left, darling? Lovely. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Tell you what, why don't I go with you?
Oh, there's no need for that.
Well, but it's difficult for you don't know her.
Well, aren't you busy?
Not particularly. Not today. Not much on, is there, Carl?
No, we're very quiet.
You can manage the office for me while I'm away.
Oh, for the price of a pint or three?
There we are. Sorted. Because I really do think you'll find it very useful.
Oh, well, thanks very much. Well, I'll just go and tell Terry it's back on. And Diane.
OK. See you back here in 10 minutes.
All right. Thanks. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Because I really do think you'll find it very useful.
So she will.
And you getting a fit blonde all to yourself for the afternoon's got nothing to do with it, right?
Oh, you have such limited imagination. I'm hoping for most of the evening and all.
You never stand still, woman.
Says he who's up before the crack of dawn every morning, off out God knows where.
Oh, give over.
You could tell me anything. I'm not about to get up and follow you. Hello. Oh, hello, Poppet.
Oh, it's no good looking at those peanuts, Gabby. They're not for you, no. Just had a quick visit to Grandma and orange juice, that's all.
How are you managing with no Mrs. George?
Oh, fine, taking her with me this morning. Might have to cancel some stuff this afternoon.
Why don't I have it for you?
No. It's too much for you, Diane. Look how tired you were last week. You're supposed to be resting for your chemo.
That's my second childcare offer to be turned down this morning. Louise and Terry wouldn't even let me have TJ while they went off on a business trip.
That's what I've come to tell you, Diane. I'm actually going to go. I've just been to tell Terry. Matthew's going to take me.
Oh, that's all right then.
Right, so I'll see you tonight, probably after 5.
Whenever.
Bye.
Oh, come on, Ashley. Gabby is my granddaughter, and she always does me good, have you noticed?
Well...
Not that and the pub together.
Marlon and Bob can manage. Oh. It's like having 15 maiden aunts.
So you're back then?
Yeah. Is me dad there?
No, he isn't. And I don't know where he's gone either.
Betty, I need to talk to him.
Well, you're going to have to find him then, aren't you? And I warn you, he's in a bit of a state. He was very upset this morning.
Well, you must have some idea where he is.
No, I haven't. And it's a great shame, as far as I'm concerned, that Shelley didn't come back.
Yeah. Oh, I knew Ashley would be able to manage. I said I'd take the day off. Oh, yeah. Come here. Come here.
wrong with you? What's the matter with you?
No, he was fine. And don't start getting all insecure again. I asked to have her. Honestly.
All right, then. Well, I'll join you as it's my lunch hour, if you don't mind.
Of course, not the more the merrier. Hey, Gabby? Thing about Gabby is she doesn't mollycoddle me. She keeps me busy, takes my mind off the chemo.
How's it going?
Only 2 to go. And then Jack gets a medal.
Shouldn't that be you?
No, definitely Jack. I mean, I know marriage is supposed to be in sickness and in health. But you shouldn't have to come out with a nursing qualification at the end, should you?
I'm sure Jack loves nursing you. I know I like looking after people, and if it's your partner, then...
Don't worry. He's worth fighting for. I think that and I'm his ex-mother-in-law. You'll get there in the end.
I thought I'd find you here, Dad. You could at least look at me. I bought you something. It's a single malt. I knew you'd like it.
I wish you'd brought her back instead of a holiday souvenir.
I know, Dad. I know.
Lovely room. Thank you. Haven't stayed in a while, have you, Matthew?
No.
He used to stay quite often.
Great bed, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. Though I'm not sure you've slept in this particular room, have you? Anyway, I better get on. I'll leave you to it.
Interesting lady.
She's very successful.
Well, this place is fantastic. I could stay here myself.
So could I.
You've really inspired me. Thank you.
I'm just the chauffeur.
No, you're the hard-headed businessman, remember?
Oh, well, we all have to earn a crust. But I had hoped I was becoming a friend as well. Look, the food here is great. Why don't we sample lunch?
Well, this is definitely the nicest market research I've ever done.
Hiya. I'm glad you've come in. I wanted to apologise for yesterday.
Yesterday?
I don't know if it was the fancy dress or necking those beers so quick, but I was well out of order.
Forget it.
Well, not that I need to be dressed like a leprechaun or drink too many beers to offer me a big gob, do I?
It really don't matter, honest. An orange juice for Chloe and I'll have a pint.
And a pint for me, please.
And a pint for the Echo. I thought after last night you'd be at home with your head in a bucket.
Come on, Carl, I think that's more your line.
Feeling the pits, you said?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling the pits. Just be thankful you're pregnant and can't drink, Chloe. Cheers.
The thing is, Diane, I miss it. I learnt lots of things when I was in Malawi. And I'm not as stupid as I thought. I can look after myself, that it's fantastic to give to people, but most of all, that I love Ashley. And whatever I can be and do, I want to do it and be it with him. Does that make sense?
Yes. Because that's how I feel about Jack.
And I'm really scared I'm not going to get the chance. And I can't even talk to him about it, because I promised I'd be optimistic. Anyway, we're never really on our own anymore. Not really.
And the best place to talk is always in bed.
Yeah, exactly. Apart from anything else, I really miss it.
The sex? Of course you do. You're going to have to talk to him, you know. I didn't tell Jack straight away about my cancer. I was so busy telling the wrong person. There were at least 3 people thought we were having an affair, including Jack. And the wrong person. It's a wonder we ever got married.
Yeah, you're right. I should talk to him.
He's finding it just as difficult as you are, you know.
Do you think?
With such a beautiful and desirable person dangling in front of his eyes. Oh, and you know, Laurel, he does love you.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him. Thanks, Diane. And you know what? I don't feel I've told the wrong person, because you really helped. Haven't she? Yes.
So, what was it Chaz was on about yesterday?
Nothing. She just broke her heel.
Oh, yeah? So how did you try to help, exactly?
I tried to glue it.
In the street?
No. She had to come inside.
You didn't tell me she'd been there when I arrived.
Well, she just left. It's nothing important. I mean, we just rowed as usual.
Of course. I mean, does she have any other form of communication? So that's why there were so many empty cans.
We just had a couple of beers.
You said you had a headache.
Look! I said we rowed.
And I believe you. I'm not cross. I completely trust you. I'm just sorry you obviously tried so hard to be nice and she was like that back. Now then, let's talk about what we're going to do tonight, shall we?
If you like.
I told her you miss her, Dad. I told her you really love her. I said I was wrong to have ever come between you. I asked her to come back home, to the village. I told her I'd move away. But it didn't make any difference to her, Dad.
So then what did you do? Well, what's the matter, sister?
Nothing, Dad. Nothing. I let her go. That's what I did.
Well, but where she was going, I mean, do you think she'd be happy?
Well, I don't really think she was sure where she was going to end up. Happy. She stumbled with her decision. She certainly wasn't coming back here. I think she realised that going was her only option.
Well, I just wanted her to be happy. I can't bear the thought of her unhappiness.
And I can't bear the thought of yours.
That was great. But I really should be getting back.
Oh, not yet. Can we have another bowl, please, Linda?
I'll see if I can find you something a bit special.
Don't you have to go back to work?
Yeah.
But...
Would you want to swap all this for sitting behind a desk looking at cow chewing a pencil, honestly?
maybe not. Right pair of truants we are.
Market researchers, you mean?
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Ah, you always did have very good taste.
We aim to please.
Well, I must admit, I am enjoying myself.
You're allowed. Here's to a very successful venture.
Do you mean the B&B or this?
Both.
You've made tea. Me favourite as well.
Is that all right?
Looks a damn sight better than when I make it, that's for sure. You're a treasure.
How was Gabby?
A delight. Such hard work. I'm always ready to hand her back.
Oh, you were a long time.
I nipped into the pub on the way back.
Diane,
Well, Louise was a bit late back. Bob needed a hand.
you're incorrigible.
Shall I pour the wine?
Never mind changing the subject. You're supposed to be resting before your treatment.
I wish I didn't have to stay away from home again.
Well, it's either that or lots of I Spy in the car.
I know. And you always win.
Nobody wins at I Spy. Come on, tuck in.
Jack.
What?
I was talking to Laurel today and, well, nothing really. I'm just very glad I married you.
There was a time when Shelley was my closest friend ever. We worked at hairdressers in Dalston. They said we were practically sisters. Of course, we didn't look alike. She always had a weight problem. Did fat Shelley Williams.
Well, she always looked fine to me.
Oh, well, she lost it, you know. Some men like a bit of meat on the bone.
Do they now?
I preferred her when she was fat. It was when she lost the weight she changed. Before that, we had our ups and downs, you know, but we rubbed along quite nicely.
Well, it couldn't have been the weight. You know, changing your appearance doesn't change who you are inside, Steph.
I don't know. I just know that she was different, you know, bolshy. Of course, truth is, she should have never have followed me to this village in the first place.
Well, you never know. You might make up things in the future.
No.
You don't think she'll ever come back?
No. Shame, really. I miss her. But she had to go.
What about you? Do you have to go?
Like I said, I don't think there's anything left here for me now.
Maybe there is.
I don't think my dad'll see it like that.
Listen, go on ahead. I'll catch up.
Well,
go on.
Ethan to see you, love.
Sorry, didn't mean to intrude again.
It's very low. Aren't you, love? I'll put your crumpets on, eh?
How are you?
Contemplating life without Shelley and with Betty.
And with Steph?
Is she all right? She was unwell earlier.
She's fine. She's fine. Except that she is thinking of moving on.
Is she? Well, I suppose it's all for the best. There's nothing here for her except a lot of bad memories.
There's you. I don't really believe Steph wants to leave. I think she feels she let you down over Shelley and that you feel the same way. I think she thinks that you don't care whether she stays or not. So why don't you tell her that you do?
Because I'm not sure that it's true. I'm not sure that I will ever really care about anything ever again. Now, if you don't mind, I'd rather be on my own.
Well, it sounds great, but I'm not sure we can afford the outlay.
We'll get a mortgage to cover the refurbishments as well as the purchase price.
Will we get it back?
Oh, that place is like a gold mine, isn't it, Matthew?
She makes a lot on the extras.
Yeah, food. I mean, we had lunch there. It was fantastic.
Well, you've come back very enthusiastic. Thanks for taking her.
All in a day's work. Like I said to Louise before, no strings or anything, but I'm hoping you'll put your business my way. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I've got stuff to do.
Bye, Matthew. Thanks for today.
He's a cool customer.
What, Matthew? Why?
Well, for you, today was like a real jaunt, but for him, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think he's a nice bloke and everything, but, well, he can't help thinking pound signs all the time.
Yeah. Maybe.
Come on, lad. You must be exhausted after yesterday, Steph.
Yeah, shattered.
You fancy a drink later?
No, thanks.
Ooh, who's at the door? Should we go and have a look? There we go. Alan!
I've come to see my daughter.
By all means. Actually, she's beating me to it. I was just taking Gabby upstairs. I'm just on my way out.
There's no need.
No, really. I have a meeting to go to. Help yourself to, well, Steph will look after you. Wait for me.
Ethan says you're thinking of leaving.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
What you did yesterday, it was an act of the most extraordinary generosity. I should have thanked you for it before. I was pleased and touched and really very proud that you were going to do all that for me.
It was nothing, Ted.
You don't have to go, you know. I could have gone with Shelley, but I stayed, largely because of you. I don't know what I'd have done if you'd come back with her. I just don't want to lose you. You're the only family I've got. I'm the only family you've got. We need each other.
Dad.
What I mean is, I want you to stay. Please.
I'll stay, Dad.